Yes. So the last class we discussed about variables, var demo. That's a program. We discussed about static, non-static variable. Means in a single class, how do we access a static variable from static method? Static to static directly, non-static to non-static directly. If you are accessing a static variable from non-static method directly, but if you are accessing non-static variable from static, then it is an object. This is the table or column. This is a kind of formula. You must remember this. And when you are going for outside the class, one class to another class, so there is a different rule. If it is a static variable, you access with the class name. If it is a non-static variable, you can access with the object name. So there is a 8 columns. So even 8 cells here, actually 8 boxes are there. So that I already explained few things. Then I asked you to practice few things. Yes. So related to this, we have another one small concept actually. Okay, the regarding this, I need to discuss about this, and there is another one way also to write the program. Let's take a good example here. I just have my in my class I have a non-static variable. I'll do one thing. We'll go for a separate class itself. Already we have var demo one, which is a separate class. I'll just create instead of writing everything in the same place. We'll just go for a new class actually. I'll be creating a new class here. There is a Java class which is var demo 2. So it's a new class. Yes. All in same package. Yes. So here I have a static variable int a equal to 10. I have a non-static variable int b is equal to 20. So I have two things. So any variable you declared with static keyword inside a class, outside the method, it's a static variable. Any variable you declared inside a class, outside the method without keyword, that's basically non-static. This is static, this is non-static. It belongs to class, this is belongs to object. Fine. I have generally one, I have normal method. So even I have my method as a public method, static void m1. So method is basically function, correct, right? We will call them actually. So this method I defined as a static method because public anybody can access. Static it belongs to class. Void no return type. So my method name is m1. Let it be, no problem. Sir, can I call this method from the main method? We cannot run this program because this program doesn't have main method. So which program will execute basically your main method program only generally will execute. So I'm just coming to this place. I'm just calling my var demo program too. So whenever you are learning this, you have to uncomment this and it's going to be var demo 2. So this static method is belongs to class. The static method is belongs to class. So you access them with the class name. So I'm writing now var demo 2 dot m1. That's all. Var demo 2 dot m1. Yes. Okay, var demo 2 dot m1. Directly you can call it actually. Why? What's the mistake here? Method call expected. Insert a new. Okay, class name directly you are calling. Sorry. Yeah, var demo 2 dot m1. Var demo 2 is my class. M1 is my method which belongs to the class so that I can access them with the class name. So whichever the method is belongs to class, you can access them with the class name itself. Yes, fine. Okay, so here what I do is out. I just wanted to print my static variable so you can access directly. So as you know the rule, static variable you are accessing from static method directly you can access. So then you do one thing, you just run the program. Yes, you can see you got the output 10. That's all. Okay, that's not a problem. So any one particular class, static variable, static method, so they can access them directly. That's not a problem. Yes. But that's not an issue. Now I have a new variable here int x is equal to 100. What variable this is? This is basically local variable. As you know, any variable you declare inside a function, that variable basically local variable. You cannot have private, public, protected, all those access modifiers. You cannot even have static, non-static. No, it's a local. Local variables are belongs to method. Okay. Now the variable name is X, not a problem. In case, what if we have like this? Local variable name also A. Already you have your static variable A, which is belongs to the class. You printed already. You got the output now 10. But now here I declared another variable which is A equal to 100, which is a local variable. Now if I print system.out.println after this line number 11, it never points a static variable. It always points a local variable. Rerun this program. You get first a 10 as output, then you get as a 100 as a output. Yes, why? Because at this line number there is no local variable. But when you come here, when you come here, when you come here, there is a local variable. Let's take an example. You don't have bike. Okay, you are using your father's bike. But when you got a bike, new bike, you will not touch your father's bike. You will use your bike only. Correct, right? So that's what it's happening. Sir, then after there is a local variable with the same name of your static variable, can't we access static variable? Obviously, yes. Why? Because A means it always points this. Till now, A means this. But after this line number, A means this only, a local variable only. But then how do we access a static variable? Possible. You can access your static variable now. To differentiate that, you have to write var demo2.a. That's all. Var demo2.a. Static variables are belongs to class. So I just use the class name and I'll access it. Now again I'll get a 10 actually. Yes, that's all. 10. Yes. So the conclusion of this program is when a local variable and static variable have same name, to differentiate static variable from local variable, static variable from local variable, we use class name. That's all. We use class name. That's it. So you can just come and write class name dot variable name. That's all. So when inside a method only this problem will come. Why? Because inside a method only local variable will come. So my static variable name also A, my local variable name also A. To point out my static variable, I mentioned the class name. What about the local variable? Local variable directly you can access. Simple. Okay, now the same problem we have with the non-static also. The same problem we have with the non-static also. I just go for public void m2. Public void m2. Yes. It's a non-static method. Sir, can I access a non-static variable? Yes, directly you can access system.out.print b. But if you wanted to call a non-static method from some other class, you must need an object. So let me do one thing. Var demo2 v is equal to new var demo2. I just create my object. You know how to create object. New is a keyword. It creates a new object of var demo2. It's a constructor call, and we are doing this. Now let's go for the method call actually. Okay, so I just do one thing, v dot m2. V is my object, m2 is my method. So this method is non-static, so I'm calling with the object. No problem. Now you can run this program. You get output 20. Yes. Why? Because you are printing a non-static variable from a non-static method directly. Possible. Okay. But what if I have another local variable with the same name 77? Hereafter, if you print B, Hereafter, if you print till now it's 20, but hereafter it prints 77 because there is a local variable. Local variable will get a high scope. Local variable will get a high scope. If you print this now, 20 will come, but after that you will get a 77. Sir, hereafter, after the line number 26, wherever you just say B means local only, not your non-static variable. Oh, then how do we print a non-static variable? Non-static variables are belongs to object. You know that already. Then people will say, "Sir, we'll create object and we'll do." Yes, let's do this. Var demo 2 v or x or sorry whatever it is v1 is equal to new var demo 2. Then we just print s out v1 dot your non-static variable b. Now you reload, you get your non-static variable 20. So when there is a local variable is when there is a local variable and non-static variable both are having a same name, to differentiate that we are calling them with the object. But practically this is not the correct method. Actually, this is not the correct way. This is not the correct way. Reason is you are wasting your object. Already you created an object to call your method. Okay, again what you are doing, you are creating another one object to call the variable, non-static variable. Instead of this, Java provides another easy method for us. It's basically, we can say this. We can say this. That's all. You don't waste time. You don't create the object possible. So what is the meaning of this? Let me explain. When non-static variable and local variable have same name, when non-static variable and local variable, this is non-static variable, correct, right? This is your local variable. When both are having a similar name, to differentiate non-static variable, to differentiate non-static variable from local variable, we use this. Yes. Okay, so that's all. We are not creating a new object. Okay, so this which points the current object. This which points current object. Okay, self kind of. Okay, yes, we say right myself. Myself means that's me, kind of. Okay, so this which points the current object. My local variable is b, my non-static variable also b. But when I use b, I get a non-static variable, no problem. But my local variable when comes after that, this variable I cannot access. But if you wanted to access the non-static variable, don't waste your time and create object. You just to do this. I'll tell you what is this. Okay. Actually, this which points this particular object. You are calling that method, right? You created an object and you are calling that other function, right? This object, using this object only, you are just calling the b. But how do I believe that? Let me do one thing. Every object which is created in Java, your JVM will create a hash code. Okay, every object you create in Java, every object, your JVM is only creating your objects, right? So whenever the object is getting created, for every object, there is something is called hash code. This hash code you try to print it because every object will have a unique hash code. Okay, so you just come and print it here also, v dot hash code. So you are creating an object dot hash code, and here you are coming this which points the current object I told you. So I am writing this dot hash code. This program you just rerun it. Both hash code remain the same. You see here 81628611, 81628611. So then obviously this we only using here. So why you are again creating another new object? No, that object is available for you. So this, if you put, that object will come actually. So that's how that is. So this is two things actually. So when Your static variable and local variables are same name, use the class name because it belongs to class. When there is a non-static variable and local variables are same name, you just do one thing, use this which points the current object. And in future you will study about hash code and everything more detail. And I wanted to tell you another one thing. This is a keyword, super is a keyword. Java has multiple keywords. So in on among them, like in that, this is also few among them. This is a keyword, super is a keyword, but at the same time, this is a constructor call, super is a constructor call. We'll study about that later. Yes. So that's all the today class. Okay, you can understand this.